Alright, first and foremost, so we know praises, honor and glory unto the Most High Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim out there pushing his gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. Coming out with this lesson, really based upon staying away from evil, because if you surround yourself with evil, with people, people are associating yourself with evil, the things around you evil, it's only a matter of time before you fall into transgression, you gotta flee from temptation. It's not to walk into temptation, it's to turn away from temptation, from anything that will cause you to err against the Most High. Right, the Most High say we have to be a special people unto Him, right? A holy people, which means to be separate. So we have to use that out here in this world we live in right now and be separate amongst the heathen and amongst the wicked too, to the Israel, which is basically heathens as well. We're going to the scriptures. Heading to the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 13. So let us walk. Right, Romans chapter 13, verse 13, it says, let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. Right, so say, not in rioting and drunkenness. But that's sounding like, right, a famous ritual. You could say in Trinidad, Carnival, right? Rioting and drunkenness. You look at all these people as we get to know, women out here naked, committing adultery, men committing adultery, right? Fornication. It have a song I heard on the radio. The artist, she a woman, just she whining on she boyfriend friends, she whining on she ex, she whining on she boyfriend sisters, that she said, that kind of scene, and men and them on the radio was saying that the song really good, this song is really thing. I like to show how wicked it is out here in this world. As I always say, and as all the brethren and everybody, that have our understanding does say, is that wickedness of this world is to be praised, right? But the scripture shows that, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They call good evil, evil good, Being wicked is a good thing in this society, in this world, in Esau's world. Being the wicked, the more wicked you are, the better, right? I was watching this thing the other day too, transgenders, where they was saying that if you're somewhere in Canada, if your son or daughter at a young age, 4 or 5, say that they feel that they're the opposite gender, and you don't carry them and start getting them hormones and do all the surgery and try to help them, then they would take away your kids from you, right? So in other words, if you them allowing a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old to make a decision like that, right? A 4-year-old, them taking you with a 4-year-old that's saying they feel is the opposite gender, and because you as a parent trying to instill the right thing to the best of your ability, then will take away your child for that. It's crazy out here, this transgender thing, this homosexuality, this whole LGBT thing, and feminism, and all these things just out of order. This whole world upside down. That's why, say let us, Romans 13 and 13, let us walk honestly as in a day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. Those things associated with the wicked. We not to walk this earth like that. Honestly. You gotta walk honestly. Right? Give we all unto the Most High. Come a living sacrifice. Try your best out here to stay strong and endure. You know? And leave the wickedness to the wicked. Right? First Timothy chapter 6 verse 11 it say, but thou, O man of the Most High, flee these things, and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Verse 12, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Alright, so basically is verse 11. And I wanted to hit on where it say, follow after righteousness and godliness, faith and love, patience and meekness. Right? That is the ultimate goals. And when I say the ultimate goal, these things in the scripture here, this is what we gotta live by. Righteousness, right? Godliness, to be separate, as I say, unto the Most High, to keep below statutes and commandments, and that is faith. Because some people, let's call themselves Israelites, believe that faith and works is two different things. They believe that works is the law, and faith is saying, well, hey, I believe in Yahushua. And the fact of the matter is that faith and works is not two different things, but of the same. Because how could you do works without believing? You're doing things for nothing, right? And how could you believe and not do anything? Right? And I always draw the example of brethren getting circumcised. Nobody in the truth just gonna get circumcised to say I get circumcised. You have faith, right? You know that the scriptures talk about, the Most High told Abraham that all your children are to be circumcised after thee, right? To be within the covenant. And you as an Israelite know, right? You know that. So you went and get circumcised because you believe. You have faith, right? Faith without works is dead. The two of them are one, you understand? You have faith, right? And because you have faith, you do things to show your faith. Right? I will show you my faith by my works. You understand? You continue to pray. You show that you have faith in the Most High. You continue to make videos. You continue to keep the laws. You continue to, people walking out of your life and, all that strife. You continue to go through all that because you have faith. You understand? If you didn't have faith, then you wouldn't do any of those things. Right? And if you so-called have faith and not doing anything, then that faith dead. You really do have faith. See, love, patience, meekness. Love is that we keep the commandments, right? And that's how we have to show love to one another through the law, right? Iron sharpeneth iron. So shall a man sharpen the countenance of another, roughly paraphrasing. And husbands, love your wives submit unto your husbands. That's how we have to show love to one another through the laws, statutes, and commandments. Because it's the laws that govern our lives. It teaches us how to live. Right? We not like these heathens out here that just believe one life to live. You only live once, and go out and it's like the goal is to sin as much as possible before the Most High put them to death. Right? We ought not to live like that. We ought to be holy and separate. So we gotta keep the law, statutes, and commandments and help one another, Love thy brother as thyself. You understand? Patience and meekness, Patience, be patiently waiting on unto the Most High, to return. Right? We endure it unto the end. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right? So we endure it unto the end here. And I ask the Most High for that strength to endure as well unto the end. Right? Okay, friend. Plenty in the race, All of us in the race right now. And we seen the finish line, but it's who could endure. You understand? Who could take that pain and push through and pass that finish line is the real question. Everybody in the race right now. Who's the ones that will be able to, reach the end? And say meekness. Right? We have to be humble in these days. And the reason we ought to be humble in these days is because of the things that we have done. The nation of Israel has sinned against the Most High since the beginning. From Adam, come straight down unto us right now. Thousands and thousands of years have sinned against the Most High. Right? When the Most High rescued us, delivered us out of Egypt, in the wilderness, we was continuing to sin against the Most High, continuing to try and test the Most High, build the golden calf. The Most High had to set up judges, because we are wicked people. So we're not to be prideful of anything, right? Because we're still in the flesh, and we still struggle at times, right? That's why you have to be humble. You have to become as a little child, as Yahushua say. It's not about pride. It's not about what you know or what you think you know or how much better you feel it is. You understand? You have to be like a little child. You have to be eager and always willing to learn something. You understand? And if you're going off on a brother correct you have to say to water or praise unto the Most High, not well I this and that and I still think it's so and I know I do it and it's all our strife because of your pride. We're not to be prideful, we have to be meek and humble in this truth. Psalms chapter 11 verse 5 it says, the Most High tried the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. It shall be the portion of their cup. You understand? You, the wicked of this earth, the Most High real destruction for them. You understand? The missiles, right? And they're not Esau's missiles, they're the Most High's power. You understand? The Most High use all to craft them missiles. And it's them same missiles he can use to destroy them. You understand? So the Most High, he say he hate the wicked and him that love with violence. And you watch these niggas out here. Israelite, they always they kill one another. They love violence, they love to kill one another because you living on this street and I live in 3 blocks away. Somehow that make it different. And that means you have to fight and murder one another. And that is the stupidity really at the house of Israel. Hell dumb. Murdering one another, committing adultery against one another, fornication, worshiping idols. They're doing the most all the time. There's a wicked, sinful nation as the children of Israel. Right? And it's him that love with violence, and not just Israel, like Esau. You Edomites love violence. Right? And it's not just Israelites, the entire world. Right? Or they conquer. Right? Or they rape, rob, and murder. Even unto the heathens and them. You understand? Unto the Hamites and the Elamites and I mean unto Israel, we get the most, right? The worst things that's done unto us. 400 years of hardcore bondage, you still in bondage to this day. Esau loves violence. You look at the military, yes, Esau's blessing was the sword. Live or die by the sword. They love violence. They love to war. You listen, I was watching a video on BuzzFeed. This young soldier from the US Army. He said that the first time he killed somebody, it was like nothing. He said, it became sport to them. He said people and them were nothing more than the targets in training, you understand? It was a sport, it was fun. And this is how Esau thinks. Esau, you look at the KKK, all when they used to go and burn down the houses and murder the blacks, Hispanics, and the natives, right? Esau loves war. Esau loves destruction. You look at the history of America. America has barely seen, Babylon has barely seen peace. There's always warring against, whether it be Germany, whether it was Vietnam, whether it's the Middle East with Iraq. Right now, Japan, they stay warring. They're always warring with some other country. Because that's just how Esau is. The most I say he hate all the way. Romans 2 verse 5 say, that after thy hardness and in penitent heart treasures up unto thyself wrath against the day of wrath and the revelation of the righteous judgment of the Most High, who will render to every man according to his deeds. Right? So the Most High, you get what you give. That is saying. Right? The Most High render unto every man according to his deeds. If you live a life of transgression, then it's obvious you would not receive salvation. You receive destruction. You can't do evil and expect good things to come to you. A righteous man receives salvation. A wicked man receives death. Simple as that. So these people out here, especially these old niggas, and not just old niggas, like all Christians for some reason believe that they could just do whatever they please and they will end up in the kingdom of heaven, up in the sky, where they will dwell for the rest of eternity. Right? You look at some of these celebrities talking about God, yet for their concerts and stuff, they're basically naked on the stage, spreading their legs open, showing their ass normal, and they'll come back and say, well, the Most High, the Lord, bless my life and da 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 da. Or you could associate your lifestyle with the Most High. You know? How you could do that? People real crazy out here. I say they call evil good and good evil. Right? These women out here don't see nothing wrong with being naked in the open. Men don't see anything wrong with having sex with their brother's wife. These things have been normalized in the society. It don't even really matter. Mm. First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 22, and in the tear it say, abstain from all appearance of evil. Abstain, refrain, right? Do take part. You understand? Flee from the sight of evil. Flee from temptation. You understand? And with that, hope this lesson was edifying. Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Shalom.